Hello, Ben. Are you here to wish everybody good luck with National 5?
Good luck, National 5.
Thank you, Ben. That's so kind.
It's time for Maths with Mr. Thomas.
Yes, it is. Ian, are you excited? Yes. Then here we go with Chapter 5, Lesson number 2, Quartiles. Woo! So, what are quartiles? Well, when we're working with statistics, there's a few words we already know. We already know what the mean is, the mode, the median. Quick recap. What is the median? The median is the middle value. You're perfectly right. When the numbers are in order. Brilliant. So the median is the middle number. And what it does is it splits your list of ordered numbers into two equal parts. For example, if we had to work out the median of these numbers, well, we could cross out one at this side, and one at this side, one at this side, and one at this side, one at this side, and one at this side, one at this side, and one at this side, and one over here, and one here. And we see that the number 7 is in the middle. Bum, bum, bum. Because of that, that number 7 is your median, and you already know that. But notice what we've done is we do have these equal parts. We've got 5 numbers over here on the left, and we've also got these 5 numbers over here on the right. So the median splits our numbers into 2 equal parts. But for quartile, think of that part, quart. What other word in math starts with quart? Quarter! Brilliant, you're right, Arda. Quarter is a mathematical word that means to split into 4! Brilliant. So quartiles is when you split your list of numbers into not 2 parts, but 4 parts! You've got it. So, the quartiles are 3 values that split the ordered numbers into 4 equal parts. So, for example, with these 5 numbers, if we took the middle of just these 5 numbers, the 2, the 4, the 6, the 6, and the 7, well, you can see the number that's in the middle of them is 6, which I'm showing you down here. And if we take these numbers, these 5 numbers here, well, the number that's in the middle of those 5 numbers is this 10, which again, I'm showing you down here. What we've done really then, by taking these 3 numbers, is we've split this list of numbers into 4 equal parts. We can see that if you ignore these numbers, we've got 2 numbers here, then we've got this 6, then you've got the 2 numbers, and then you've got the 7. You've got the 2 numbers, then the 10, and then another 2 numbers. So it's 2, 2, 2, and 2. They are all equal. We have quartered that list of numbers. The median, well, the median we already know. But this value here, the 6, what do we call that? Well, because we are quartering it, it's known as a quartile. And this here is known as the lower quartile. It is the smaller number out of all these 3 numbers. It's also known as Q1. It is the smallest number out of these 3 numbers, so it is the lower quartile, and it's called Q1. The median is also known as Q2. It is quartile 2. And the 10 is known as, it's not the lower quartile, it's the upper quartile. You've got it, it's the upper quartile, also known as Q3. Woo! So, let's try some examples. Example 1, find the quartiles for this set of 11 numbers. So, let's have a look then. We have got these 11 numbers. The best way to start this off is to always get the median. The median is known as quartile 2, or Q2. So for the median, we want to cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And you're left with this number in the middle. So that there is your median. Or, as I said earlier, Ian, help me out, it's known as Q2. It is Q2, brilliant. So, Q2 is going to be 7. What we've done then is, well, we've got these 5 numbers over here on the left. And we've got these 5 numbers on the right. Because of that, we are now looking just at these 5 numbers, and we want to find the middle of these 5 numbers. So, we're crossing off 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And we can see that we've got this number in the middle. This was 4, so Q1, the lower quartile, is 4. Woo! Let's get the upper quartile, also known as Q3. So again, we're taking this list of 5 numbers, and if you cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right, 1 from the left and 1 from the right, then we've got this number that would be in the middle of them. It is 10, which means the upper quartile, Q3, is 10. You've got it. Here it is, slightly neater without everything crossed out. But once again, you can do a little check. You can see that the list has been split into 2 numbers, 2 numbers, 2 numbers, and 2 numbers. And you've got the lower, the median, and the upper quartile. Woo! High five. Ava, you ready for another one? Let's do it. Find the quartiles for this set of 10 numbers. We've got 1, 3, 4, 6, 6, 10, 11, 13, 13, and 16. Woo! So, first of all, the way you start this for getting the quartiles is once again get Q2. You want to get the median. You know, to get the median, you would sing it with me. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And oh no! We've got 2 numbers here in the middle. Bum, bum, bum. But from the previous lesson, you already know what to do when you're left with 2 numbers in the middle. The median is just going to be slap bang in the middle of them. So, the number that is between 6 and 10 either, imagine your number line, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the number between 6 and 10 is 8. You've got it. It would just be 8. What's another way of finding that? If you're somebody that's a wee bit unsure, if you're thinking, oh, I don't know what that is. Help me out, Mr. T. What do? That's right, James, you do. Add the 2 numbers together and then half them. So 6 add 10 is 16, half 16, and you get 8. So Q2 is 8. Woo! Notice that what we've got, if I get rid of that, let's just clear them. It'll make this a little bit clearer. Remember, our median was in here between the 6 and the 10. So that's where the median was. Because we have not really taken the 6 and the 10 to be the median, we're still wanting to include the 6 on the left-hand side and the 10 on the right-hand side, because we've not taken either of the numbers to be the median. So now we're looking at this list of 5 numbers, and we want to find our lower quartile. For the lower quartile, we've got the 5 numbers, and we're really looking for the median of this lower half. So it's the number that's in the middle of the 1, the 3, the 4, the 6, and the 6. I know it's dead obvious. I know you can see it. But for anybody that's a wee bit unsure, cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And we've got the 4 bang in the middle, which means Q1 is 4. For the upper quartile, well, our upper quartile, go on, Kira, what do? Brilliant, you take the median of just these 5 numbers. So with these 5 numbers, we've got the 10, 11, 13, 13, and 16. So the number that's in the middle of them, 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And we've got the 13 bang in the middle. So Q3, our upper quartile, is very unlucky. It's 13. And once again, if we take that slightly neater without everything crossed out, you can once again check that you've got 2 numbers, 2 numbers, 2 numbers, 2 numbers. It's all split up, so it is the same. We've quartered our list of numbers, and we've got 2, 2, 2, 2. And we're taking these 3 values here, the 4 for the lower quartile, the number between 6 and 10 for the median, or Q2, and this 13 for our upper quartile. Do you want to do another one?
Yay!
Me too! Ben, you still enjoying Postman Pat? Good. Example 3, find the quartiles for this set of 9 numbers. How do we start this off? What do we do, Sergio? Brilliant, you're right, Sergio. What you want to do is you want to get the median. Remember, your median is the number that's in the middle. So for the number that's in the middle, we can cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And we've got it! We've got a number on its own, bang in the middle. And that number is 7! Brilliant, which means then Q2, our median, is 7. Woo! What do we then do? Well, once we've got this 7, again, I'll get rid of those crossed out bits. I'll put that circle back around the 7. And we're now needing to get our lower quartile and our upper quartile. So for our lower quartile, because we have taken the 7 out as the median, we're now forgetting about it, we're now ignoring it, and we're looking at these 4 numbers here. For the upper quartile, it's the same thing. Let's ignore the 7. Stay away. We're not looking at you. We're looking at these 4 numbers up here. We are wanting to get the lower quartile. For the lower quartile, we're looking at the number that is in the middle of the 2, the 4, the 5, and the 6. Do the same thing again. If you cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right. Oh, that was short. We've got this 4 and 5 in the middle. With 4 and 5, we're not going to take both numbers for Q1. No, we can't do that. They would just argue and fight all the time. We just want one single number. So, what is that number? Brilliant, Jimmy Lee, you are right. The number that is in the middle of 4 and 5 would be Q1. So what is in the middle of 4 and 5? 4.5. It is 4.5, which means then the lower quartile, Q1, is 4.5. Woo! For Q3, still enjoying this, Ian? Yeah! For Q3, we've got 8, 9, 11, and 16. So we need to find the number that's in the middle of the 8, 11... We need to find the number that's in the middle of the 8, 9, 11, and 16. So, cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right hand. We've got the 9 and the 11. In the middle, it's 2 numbers. Once again, it's 2 numbers. So what do? Either take what's halfway between them or add the numbers together and half them. It works out to be the same thing. But, you know, between 9 and 11 you have... It is 10. Brilliant. And just double check. If you do 9 and 11, you get 20. Half it, and you get 10. So, Q3, our upper quartile, is 10. And once again, without all the crossing out, you can see that there clearly. You've taken the lower, the median, and the upper quartile, and we've split our numbers up. So we've got 2 of them, 2 of them, 2 of them, 2 of them. I think most of these examples that I'm doing, it is going to be 2 numbers. But just check. When you do split them up, you're either going to have 2, 2, 2, and 2, or 1, 1, 1, and 1, or 3, 3, 3, and 3, or 4, 4, 4, and 4. You get the idea. Let's try another one. Example 4. Find the quartiles of this set of 8 numbers. We've got 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 10, and 12. How do we start this off then? What do we do to begin with? Go on, Hallie. Brilliant. Just get the median. So the median is Q2. Remember, Q1 is your lower quartile, Q2 is the median, and Q3 is your upper quartile. So the median, how do we get the median? It is the middle number. Good. So once again, we cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And you can see that there's 2 numbers in the middle. Ba-ba-ba-bam! Because we've got 2 numbers in the middle, you take the number that's halfway between them. So, between 7 and 9, it's obviously 8. So 8 is going to be our median. Again, if you're unsure, add the 2 numbers together. 9 adds 7 is 16, and then divide by 2. You're really taking the mean of those 2 numbers. Half 16, you get 8. So yeah, we know Q2 is going to be 8. Let's again get rid of all the crossing out. We know that there between the 7 and the 9 was our median. We've not included the 7 or the 9, so we're still taking that 7 to be with the lower half. Again, with the 9, we're taking that 9 to be with the upper half. And now we need to find Q1 and Q3. So, for Q1, what do? Brilliant! We want to find the middle of that lower set of numbers. So with the 3, the 5, the 6, and the 7. So crossing off 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And you can see that you've got 5 and 6 in the middle. So you need the number that's halfway between them. You're right. But if you're unsure, add them together, you get 11. Half that and you get... Brilliant. Either way, it works. Between 5 and 6 is 5.5, or 5.5. With these numbers here, the 9, the 10, the 10, and the 12, again, you're wanting the number that's bang in the middle. So cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And you've got these 2 numbers in the middle. You've got 10 and 10. From our last lesson, you should know what you do with that. But if anybody is a little bit unsure, go on, Tabish, what do you do? Add them together and divide by 2. Brilliant. Or, if it's the same number, it's just that number that would be the Q3 or the median or Q1 or whichever position it is in. So because it's 10 and 10, it is just 10. But as Tabish said, you could always add them together. 10 and 10 is 20. Half that and you get 10. And once again, slightly neater without all the crossing out. There you go there. And again, just do your wee check. You've got 2 numbers, 2 numbers, 2 numbers, 2 numbers. Again, it's always going to be the same thing. You could also have 5 numbers, 5 numbers, 5 numbers, 5 numbers, but check, you've split your list of numbers into 4 equal parts. Woo! Let's do one more. Example 5. Find the quartiles for this set of 8 numbers. So we've got 6, 9, 6, 1, 11, 11, 33, and 4. What do we do with this then? John, help me out. Brilliant! You're right! John, tell everybody. Well, the numbers are not in order! It scares me! John, no need to be afraid. If the numbers are not in order, just start off by putting them in order. Oh, okay. I'm not scared anymore. Good. So, if you put the numbers in order from smallest to largest, we've got a 1, a 4, a 6, another 6, a 9, 11, 11, and 33. Those are your lottery numbers for this evening. Did you win? Yeah. So, once we've got the numbers in order, what do we then do? Brilliant. You start getting the quartiles by starting with the median. Get that middle value. So, for the median, you know it by now, you cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And here you've got 6 and 9 in the middle. Bum, bum, bum. What do you do in that case? Perfect. You just want to get the number that's halfway between them. So, halfway between 6 and 9, what do you have? Brilliant. Well done, Louise. It is 7.5. Louise, you're obviously very, very smart. But if anybody's a wee bit unsure, help me out, Lou. What do you do? Brilliant. You just add them together and then divide by 2. So 9 and 6 is 15, half that, and you get 7.5. Woo! High five, Louise. Moving on to the lower quartile. Well, first of all, let's get rid of them and let's once again just stick in that wee line between the 6 and the 9 because that was the position of the median. So, again, the 6 and the 9, we've not included them, we've not taken them out as the median. There were the 2 numbers there, so the 6 is included with this left-hand side and the 9 is included with the right-hand side. So now we're just looking at this lower half, the 1, the 4, the 6 and the 6. So, we're needing the number that's in the middle of these because that will be your lower quartile, or Q1. So, we cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right, and you can see that there's 2 numbers in the middle. You've got 4 and 6. You should already know by now what you do. Brilliant is the number that's halfway between them. So, between 4 and 6, obviously on a number line, it's 4, 5, 6. 5 is between them, so 5 is going to be your lower quartile. And again, if you're unsure, just do 4 add 6 and half it. You would get 10 divided by 2, which is 5, so that's your lower quartile, or Q1. Q2 was your median, and that was 7.5, and Q3 is your upper quartile. So, with the bigger numbers, your larger numbers, your big, oh, maybe not so big, numbers. You've got 9, 11, 11, and 33, and we need the number that's halfway between them. So, with the 9, 11, 11, and 33, So with the 9, 11, 11, and 33, cross off 1 from the left and 1 from the right. And you can see we've got the 2 numbers in the middle. I know, you're already an expert. The number then that's between 11 and 11 is just 11. If it's just 11 and 11, 11 would be that value of Q3. And again, it would be or Q1 or Q2 or whichever position it is in. But here's the upper quartile, so that is Q3. And again, just do what Louise did. Add them together, divide by 2. 11 add 11 is 22. Divide by 2, you get 11. So That's kind of a proof for that. Without all the crossing out and slightly neater, that is what we would end up with. And once again, just do the check. We have quartered that list. So you've got the 2 numbers, 2 numbers, 2 numbers, and 2 numbers. So you split it into equal parts. For these examples, I'm obviously using not that many numbers. I haven't taken 7 to 8 numbers and quartering that. So you might not always get 2, 2, 2, and 2. You might end up with 6 numbers and 6 numbers and 6 numbers and 6 numbers, but just check it's always going to be the same amount. Or 8 numbers, 8 numbers, 8 numbers, 8 numbers. You're quartering it, it should be equal parts. Once you feel quite confident with that, give some of these questions a shot. There is an exercise in the TJ National 5 book, page 106, exercise 11.2. Good luck with finding your quartiles, but just remember, the numbers have to be in order. Brilliant. Make sure you are ordering your numbers, first of all, from smallest to largest. Woo! Good luck.